Hello Capricorn, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com and this is your weekly read for the week of the 13th to the 19th of April 2020. I hope you're doing well Capricorn. Capricorn, I am releasing this video on a weekend and that means that I've got a half price sale. This weekend is on my Your Next Steps reading. So that's a 3-page reading. I get all my readings out within 24 hours. So if you want to know from your higher self what your next steps are, where your higher self is leading you next, then you can book in for one of those. The link is up there to book in. It's still a weekend. It's half price for you. So instead of 120 Australian dollars, it's 60 Australian dollars, and which is about 35, 40 American dollars right now, or at the point of recording this anyway. So let's have a look. Capricorn, what have you got going on this week? Let's see. What's the story this week for our Capricorns? People. Aquarius had this too. Not these exact cards, but this vibe, this vibe. Okay, so friend, guidance. People popping into your head. When people pop into your head, have you had that? I've had it lately, in the last couple of days especially. People from your past popping into your head. You know, it's like we've all got mind space at the moment. We've got space. We've slowed down. Our lives aren't so full anymore, especially not of connections and people, because we can't hang out with people. And that space in our minds is suddenly opening us up to remembering, like ex-partners, ex-friends, people that we've not been in touch with for ages. They're popping into our mind, and it's just saying, follow that guidance, follow that guidance. There's a reason for this. There's a reason that people are popping into your mind. Get in touch with them, send them that email, call them up, touch base with them again. So don't ignore the guidance about friends. It could be that people coming back into your life for some kind of reason, Capricorn. Let's see where this is headed. This is so similar to Aquarius. Oh, now it's not similar to Aquarius. So Capricorn, this is interesting. So this is like old friendships that are popping into your head. You calling them up, having a chat with them, telling them what you've been doing for the last few years since you last talked to them. Them telling you what they're doing, and then you've got this point of connection between them, like there's something maybe they're doing that relates to what you're doing. You've got similar interests, you're going on a similar direction, on a similar path, that kind of thing. And these connections, it's either just going to be a great catch up just for the sake of it, just for nice social times while you're in lockdown. But some of them could be you're getting the guidance, you're thinking about that person because they're following a similar path to you now, or there's something that they can do for you, for your growth, and you can be of service to each other, for their growth too, and you can be of service of them. It's like this reciprocity thing. You know, when you are looking for reciprocity, when you're trying to get what you want, when you're looking for someone to share, when you're looking for someone to help you and for you to help them, that kind of thing, you tend not to be able to find it. But then when you're in this relaxation place when not a lot's going on and you're just responding to guidance, like someone pops into your head and it's like, oh yeah, I haven't talked to them for ages. I mustn't have seen them for like 10 years. I'll give them a call. That's when we're the most open to our guidance. That's when those magical connections happen, you know? A lot of the time we're trying too hard to get something done. And then the magic shows up when we're relaxing, when we're doing something just for the fun of it, you know? We get that guidance to connect with someone and then suddenly it's like, oh wow, you're doing that now, really? Well, I do something really similar. Maybe we can help each other out. Maybe we can do something together. Maybe we can help each other, be of service to each other. And yeah, ooh, you've got interesting things happening this week, Capricorn. The magic's starting to happen for you. The universe, you know, it's like you've slowed down, you've taken a step back, you're giving yourself space, you're doing things, you know, just to enjoy them, you're getting in touch with them, people just because you love them, you used to love them, and maybe you forgot about them for a few years there. And that's when the magic happens. If we can be in this relaxed place all the time, this relaxed energy, the magic happens then. So I was teaching you about that too, Capricorn. It's like this is the perfect manifestational energy, this energy that you're in right now, this relaxation. Not much to do because we can't get anything done at the moment. We're in lockdown, you can't really see people. That kind of energy. Oh, and you're being woken up to physical action. So if you have found, Capricorn, that life's a bit boring, you can't really work at the moment, you can't action things, maybe this kind of stuff that you do relies on having other people around you, and you can't take a lot of physical action, so you're taking time out, and then you're calling this friend up, and you can be of service, and it just kind of wakes you up to something that you can do, something that you can take action on now, some kind of collaboration, something like that. So it's waking you up to take action, like in a different way. And this is what I'm getting, right? It's like this week is like a big week of surrender. In this place of surrender, Capricorn, because there's not much you can do. You can't be in control of it anymore, because no one's in control right now. We're all like figuring out what this virus is doing and what's going to happen next, because we have no idea, right? Can you get reinfected? Can you carry it? It's obviously going to keep on going around as soon as we start moving around again. But it's like, how do we handle this now? And on a personal level, you've taken that, you just have to surrender. It's like, well, we've got no control now. We just have to, be living in these uncertain times now. Let go of control of our lives. It's just like, we'll make this through, we'll get through this as a community, as a world community somehow, right? Changes will come about from this and we'll get through it somehow. We know that. And so we're in this release, hopefully you are anyway, in this release place, surrender. And as I said, that's when the magic can happen. And so you're in this place of, I can't take any action at the moment, so I'm just going to relax and I'm going to call my friends and stuff. And then that's when the magic can come through. That's when your higher self can actually deliver you a really good idea and say, you call that friend, you have an idea of a collaboration together, and you can both start taking action on it. And you get fired up then. It's like, and then you really appreciate it. It's like, oh, wow, something I can do, something I can work on. Like, imagine if you were really busy. Like, just think a few months back when you were really busy. Would you have really embraced an idea like that? Would you have been, oh, great, something to do, Probably not. And this is like, can you remember being a kid and the phone rings, the landline when I was a kid? The phone rings and your parents answer it and they're like, Claire, it's for you, and you go running to it and it's your friend. It's like, your friend's saying, do you want to do this? And you're like, yay, and you're really excited. You're like, yeah, something to do. And that childlike innocent energy saying yes because you really appreciate something to do. Even though you're playing, you are quite happy. Now your friend's asking you to do something. It's getting back to that. For Capricorn, were you a bit jaded before? Were you doing too much? Was your life too full before and you couldn't have that joy of when a friend called you saying, do you want to do this? It's like suddenly you're being woken up to being really excited about some work that you've got to do and actually having something to do. It's resetting your energy, isn't it? Your energy is being reset to being this grateful growth, yay, something to do, this anticipation, this excitement, that kind of thing. You're getting reset to the emotional state and the physical state to be in, the mental state to be in, for the guidance to come through and for you to be in that inspired, inspiration coming, ideas coming, and you welcome them because you're in a place of rest the rest of the time. It's just perfect. It's absolutely perfect. It's the way that my life has worked for me. If I let go, if I don't have an agenda for my business, if I don't have an agenda for my life, if I'm just like waking up in the morning, and I've got the freedom to do that, I've created my life that way. Wake up in the morning, oh, what should I do today? Oh, I feel like going for a walk and going to that cafe. That place of rest and relaxation, that's when the magic happens. And then I'll get an idea and maybe I'll work on it. Or then I'll get another idea and I'll follow that. It's that inspiration, and it happens. And you can be really grateful for it when you're in this relaxed space. So really take note of what's going on. Maybe journal this week, Capricorn, because if this is all happening for you, you want to lock it in. You want to remember what vibration you're in right now, where your head's at, where your energy is at, when all of this magic happens, so that you can get yourself back to this point. When things start picking up again, we don't want to go back to how we were. You don't want to go back to that busyness, that being jaded again. And it's like, oh, I've had that idea, something else to work on. Oh, I'll put it on my to-do list. And if I've got any energy left at the end of the week, then I'll do it. You don't want to get back to that kind of energy. Yeah. You want to be in this joyful state of letting your higher self work with you and do things for you and lead you to this inspiration and these joyful things, because it is joy. It's like the universe wants to have fun with you. And when you're following this mystery path that your higher self lays out, it is a lot of fun. It's a lot of joy. And you just own each idea. Like, you just own that guidance each step of the way. As I said, it could be calling a friend up. It could be working on something. It could just be going to a certain cafe. It could be going for a walk down the beach. Whatever the guidance is, it's simple, 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 and it should be joyful. Yeah? And when you own that idea, instead of letting the world be on your shoulders, Capricorn, the weight of the world on your shoulders, and that just takes you out of that magical energy completely. Wow, so let's go back through that, Capricorn. So someone's popped into your head, or a friend will pop into your head. Don't try and push this. Like, don't try and think, oh, who could it be? And then like call everyone up. Wait for that guidance to come. You want this to be magical, right, from the universe. So that friend you've thought about, call them, catch up with them, share what's been going on, because you're both going to be able to be of service to each other. Some kind of an idea is going to come out of it, a collaboration kind of thing. It's going to wake you up to taking physical action, and it's actually going to be a joy for you. Like, yay, something to do. Can you imagine that, Capricorn? Like, yay, work. Got some work to do. That's how I feel. I love my work. But you're going to love it too. It's going to wake you up to joyful physical action. Joyful physical action is what you've been working up to. And take note of it. Take note of it, because this is because you've got to that place of surrender, of relaxation, of not having the weight of the world on your shoulders, of not trying to control, not trying to push yourself forward, not rushing. It's this place of surrender that you've got to. So really take note of where your mental state is when all of this magic happens, and how you're responding to it too as well. It's just, I'm getting that it will be, your reaction to all of this will be totally different than it would have been a couple of months ago, when it would have been, a trudge. I don't know what kind of word I'm trying to say there, but you wouldn't have felt that good about it before, and now you're feeling really good about it. And so there's magic happening. Your higher self is showing you the way of how to get into this magical state all the time, so that your life can be just this magical journey that it can be. And I've been living for many years now, about 20 years now, I've been living this magical journey, and I can highly recommend it. It takes guts, though. It takes guts to surrender that control. But you've got what it takes, and you're being called for it now. You're being called to it, to get back to that innocent, childlike wonder and live life in this magical way. Awesome. So if you like this reading, please click like and subscribe to my channel, Capricorn. Leave a comment. What did you get out of that? How does it resonate with you? Let me know what's going on, because this seems really exciting. And share it with your friends as well. If you think your friends can get value out of my readings, I'd be very appreciative. Have an awesome week, Capricorn. I'll see you next time. Bye.